All right, so welcome to the Tourism Advisory Committee. It's May 20th at 2 p.m. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 2:03. Welcome, everybody. We're gonna call roll.
Bruce Swenson, Linda Weiss, Christy Poole,
Greg Kleinfelter, Keith Chandler.
Steve Mercer.
Josh Hyman.
Thank you very much. Okay, review of the minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? And if so, or when you do, may I have a motion?
I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
I second.
Motion and second, and all in favor?
I
All opposed? Okay, thank you very much. Financial review?
So I have a whole bunch of financial stuff in this report, just based on City Hall processing needs for City Council. As we understand, these are all approved by City Council already, so I'm just gonna point out a few of them for you. Feel free to look through it and let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm happy to elaborate on it. Almost a quarter of the way down here, we have the Deschamps map system. That's our Moby maps.
Sorry, you're starting on the financial reports,
I'm-
page.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that one.
So the map system, that's our Moby maps, and what we got, our public works needed some extra hardware for our maps, that people are stealing.
the
Stuff.
thing, the
Yeah.
things that go.
Yeah, they're slowly disappearing, so, but
Made out of metal.
while we got them and decided to get them, we also, I think I told you at a recent meeting that our public works provided feedback on. The Oregon Coast Visitors Association's like Moby Map toolkit for communities that want it, and they provided really good feedback. And part of their feedback was like, we should be able to alter these a little bit, like the hole cutout should come sooner and all this stuff. So basically what we did is we bought them the stuff they needed so that they can adapt these to our beach and what we need. And so we got tools, a bunch more spikes for them, more eyelet rings, and more hole cutters so they can put holes in our mats so that they can hopefully prepare it and put it out. Nice. So that's what this is, and that's why it's higher than
What vendor name is that under?
Deschamps mat systems. It's
Oh,
about
okay, there it
a quarter
is,
of the way
okay.
down, yeah. I
Okay,
don't know
okay.
why.
606350.
And Zach told me to put undergrounds maintenance, just so that a bit better there as far as
Yeah.
what it's for. That's a one-time payment. I don't expect that to be reoccurring.
And we had those 2 years.
We've had them longer than that.
3 years?
Yeah, we've had them longer than that. I think
That's not
2 or 3.
That's for maintenance.
And then, we got one and we got another one, so. And then down a few from there, Moxie Sozo, they built our website. They're doing a bunch of development security work for us. I mean, the internet is just a wild west nowadays, and we are getting hit with tons of bots, and our events calendars especially suffering from AI bots, and what happens is it for a while they were spamming our forums. Kind of got that under control now for about a month, but now they've been crashing the site. It like basically uses up 100% of the CPU, and the site goes down for 15 minutes while it reboots up. And I got tired of that happening, so they worked on that. It hasn't happened now for a few weeks, so hopefully that'll be a solve for that. If you go down towards the very bottom here, Compass Lane are the city's IT people. They installed a server rack and some battery backups in the welcome center to keep the city's infrastructure separated from the chamber's infrastructure, so that when the chamber city IT folks go in there, they don't have to unplug other people's stuff anymore. So hopefully that will be helpful. And then band promotional products. These are our beach towels. I'm going to show them to you because Greg designed these suckers and Dawn printed them for us. And I showed you the design, but this is what the actual towels look like. And we have 150 of them. And so what we're going to do with these is give them out on Tuesdays. Tuesdays is been historically our slowest days. We're trying to get people in the welcome center for one thing and give people something that they can bring home from their visit. That's kind of a one of a kind keepsake memento. I have beach towels from my trips to Hawaii when I was in high school still at my house. So I'm hoping that's what this becomes. But you'll notice here that this is under.
Kids must have been better than mine. I remember the last of that long.
No, I'm talking about when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, I was a much better child. I have very better control of my stuff than my kids do.
Probably line dry too, don't you?
Probably.
Watch them? No.
Yeah.
Right.
But so these towels, I mean, typically what we do is we buy t-shirts to give out. This year, we're not gonna buy the t-shirts. We're basically using our clothing line item to buy those, and then we're subsidizing it with advertising stuff. It's a promo, basically. We launched it officially this week. It was an interesting experience. Greg, were you planning on talking about this at all in the?
No.
Okay, I'll go into it a little bit. So we launched it. Here's the thing, with the shirts, you know, people either want them or don't want them. We have a huge bit of them. We can use them for a lot of stuff. They're affordable. These are a little more expensive, and we don't just want to give them out to everybody. Especially they're advertising money. They're not intended to go to our friends and our coworkers. They're to go to visitors. That's what they're really for. So we have to devise a situation where we can give them out, but they're going to last. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them out on Tuesdays to the first 5 parties who are visitors. Can't be residents, can't be second homeowners, can't be vacation rental owners. Parties that posted a pic of their vacation, their favorite way to Seaside, whatever that is. It can be anything, and they tag it Seaside is for fun, Seaside, Oregon. Come into the Welcome Center on Tuesday and show it to us. We'll give them a beach towel, the first 5. It's going to take some time for this to catch on because we launched it on Tuesday morning, and I was all excited. Jim made this cool video, and I made a cool landing page. In fact, I can show you the landing. And what happened is Facebook throttled our traffic. It was immediately like, oh, these guys are trying to get people off Facebook and go to this page. I don't like that. So they just throttled it. We have 75, almost 76,000 followers on Facebook. It showed it. By the end of the day, it showed it to less than 300 people. And it was just awful.
You have any like window flyers to put up for the, like I could put them
Yeah.
around the mall, I mean.
What we're gonna do is kind of step into that. So in the
Yeah.
Thursday turnaround this week, we're gonna talk about and ask for help.
Okay.
But yeah, flyers, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
We should.
people that, oh, it's Tuesday and I'm here, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how we're gonna have to catch people. You're exactly right. So it's seasideor.com beach towels. But yeah, you're right. We should make some flyers. Greg, can you make a note of that actually, so.
Yes.
Okay, so beach towel Tuesdays. Show us your Seasides, go through the beach towel. Kind of like what I said, there's no wrong way to do this. Beach selfies, if you're around sunsets, sandcastles, rainy day coffee stops, your kids discovering the ocean for the very first time, whatever Seaside fun looks like for your crew, we want to see it. Snap it, post it, bring it in. We will give you this beach towel thing. So it's not meant to be too hard, but we need to have some level of barrier, or else we're just gonna run out of them immediately. So we have enough supply that should get us into the fall. Should be able to go every Tuesday through the summer into the fall.
Is this for more than 1 month?
This is 2 reports.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Looks like it's from the beginning of the year as of April.
Well, that's
Right.
just through April. That's
Yeah,
everything
this-
that we
this
had
has-
through April.
Because you're paying the TV station twice, so
Paying what?
the TV station twice. So this is for 2 different.
This is for 2 different
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yeah.
And like if you notice under KGW there on the top, it says February, that's a February bill.
Right.
And then,
Like Aquinas is March.
yeah, so sometimes it's captured in there what it is, but if
Yeah.
you've been doing this for a while, and I know everyone in here has mostly, except you.
Yeah.
This is actually a bit of a fake. This is me faking a report that City Hall used to send to us, and I would just go, okay, here it is. Well, this is me manually typing this in from the city council thing to just so we have something review.
Alright.
But this is all publicly available in the city council thing, packet. They don't do it every month, but when they do it, I transfer it into this program here. So it's there, but it's also hidden amongst public works and the other.
We got all this information now.
Yeah.
Well, I love your beach towel
Yeah, well, then,
campaign. I think it's amazing. Nobody wants another t-shirt.
no,
So it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
we're ready for something new.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's true.
it'll be a slow burn, but we'll get it going.
Here's March. April.
On the statement of expenditure side of thing, not a lot of stuff to call out here. Everything is looking good at 85% for personnel services, at 83% for materials and services. Advertising is tracking at 84.9%.
Josh, I just had one question on this, just because I am new. How many employees does the visitor center?
3 full-time,
3 full-time?
2 part-time.
Okay.
And then $64,000 for business space.
But 25 of that.
That's
was
for the chain, that's the, that, what, no, that's.
25 of that was for.
Yeah, you're
fireworks.
right, yeah, you're right, it's not, it's, remember Zach put the fireworks.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it would have been
And I
30.
remember the feedback was from this committee was, that's actually not right, because it's not business license. Well, now the city council is taking business license out of this completely, so it's gonna try to.
I thought they were putting it incomplete.
They're taking it out of.
Taking it out of, yeah.
Out of
Putting
my
it
budget, it'll be a separate, and
Everything.
they're gonna replace it here with, yeah,
It'll be good.
I understand the where it's coming from.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
I got you.
Any more questions about?
Okay. That's you.
Ken is out doing the Rotary Public Golf Classic today, so I'm here. I don't have a whole lot, but there was a plaque on the back of our big orange chair that the students, and it was damaged or disappeared, kind of, I guess. So the new one is back up there, thanks to Matt at Public Works, who actually made the first one.
What?
So that was pretty cool that he got to redo it, so it looks brand new.
Was it plastic, metal,
It's wood.
Yeah.
wood?
Yeah. I think. Does it have, is it burnt into the wood or etched into the wood?
It is like, Steve's stuff.
Oh,
okay.
laser.
Lasered into the wood, yeah. And then new in the visitor center, we have the new travel Oregon guide for 2026. Kind of a big deal. It's always nice to have that in there new, since we were about to run out of them. And then Ken wanted me to let everyone know that Mondays have picked up. For summer, it seems like summer again on Mondays. Tuesday was not the same. Tuesday was very slow, actually. And Wednesdays usually really get busy as soon as the farmers market's open.
Yeah, we were really busy Monday
It's good.
and Saturday, right?
Saturday was fairly busy, yeah.
When you guys are open this upcoming Monday?
Yes, 10 to 2. Greg, since we have you here and we typically have Ken, could you talk a little bit about the social media marketing calendars you put together, just because Ken doesn't really touch on that kind of stuff very often, so it'd be good to.
So we have this whole thing called Trello that we use to set up social media ahead of time. So I go through and try to do. It's weird. It's so I'm already working on June, but I'm still like figuring out parts of May. So we're finishing up May with hashtags and stuff. But what we do is we set up what we're gonna a story and then a post usually. So one day a story, next day a post, having to do with the same photos or a photo or a video. And then we set it up so anyone who is working that day can go onto Trello, grab it and add it into our social medias. So from Instagram, it automatically goes to Threads and to Facebook. And then we started doing video on YouTube and I guess Reddit. We're putting select things on Reddit now too.
We had the number 3 post on the Oregon Coast subreddit yesterday. For the beach
For the
house.
beach house, yeah. So that's pretty good for Reddit. A lot of people are on there. It's very different
Yeah.
from the other social medias. So I go out and take a lot of photo and video time off, sometimes during work days. But I try to also go online. We have what do we use? What's the other program? Oh, CrowdRiff. We go to CrowdRiff to search for photos from user-generated photos. So I always try to add as many of those as I can get permission to use. But a lot of people, they've slowed down with hashtagging their photos and they slow down with like letting you use them as well. So it's interesting. People are don't seem as generous with just letting you use their photos unless they're younger. If they're younger, that seems to be pretty good. Yeah.
So we'll leave those. Thank you.
I recognize Facebook.
Facebook. Well, that's pretty good.
Whatever else you said, I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the stats, visitor center foot traffic is down in April 14%, and down about 14% year to date. Going volume was up. Leads were up. Total distribution were up, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in the report. On the web user stuff, because of all the spam bot stuff, I took the sessions out of here, which we had been tracking because it was meaningless. I mean, tons of the sessions are bot generated. And so active web users, much more accurate way to look at it. And our active web users for April were down 10%. Now, what happened in April of last year? We launched our website. So that's likely what the active users being down is. We're still up 7% on the year, which is good because we had a good year last year. Email signups are way up, and in fact, this year they're up 163, almost 164% year to date. Visitor guide requests are up 9% in April, but down 18% in year to date. Now, that's not. It's funny, every time I do the stats, I think about how data is really meaningless without understanding what it means. But what this really is, we've moved a lot of our leads, our organic leads, off of our pushing people to our form, but just taking them directly through Meta now. So they just sign up on Meta, and then I download that spreadsheet, process it, and send it to Ken, and he puts it into our weekly mailings. So we get like more than 300 a week just from Meta right now. Views per active user continue to be looking good. The Clatsop County lodging stats for the STR report down 2.4%. Occupancy in March down 0.7 room revenue in March. But we do have bed tax numbers for January through March for Seaside. Hotel bed tax is up 2% year over year. Vacation rental is down 1.5%. Puts us up for the combined for the quarter about 1%. And I do know that at least 2 properties haven't submitted their bed tax yet. So it should go up a little bit more on the hotel side. Probably by next meeting. Any questions about that stuff? Depending on how your brain works, this could be very boring or very interesting. But again, I'm always really interested in what the difference means between the volume of things we're doing and the quality of it. So Seaside's travel guide distribution this year so far is strong, with approximately 45,000 of our 100,000 printed magazines distributed already through the end of April. This places 2026 among the strongest early season distribution years in the last decade, and ahead of both the last 2 years at the same point in the year. More importantly, though, the composition within overall guide distribution has evolved in a very positive direction than travel intent. So in previous years, a significant portion of our overall direct guides or mail distribution came through bulk lead sharing programs from Travel Oregon and Oregon Coast Visitors Association. And compared to background noise, those leads really are relatively high quality. However, because those people are basically saying, I want to go to Oregon, or I want to go to, they're not saying I want to go to Seaside, they're saying I want to go to Oregon. So it's still better than, just kind of background noise, but there's still lower value, lower intent travelers to Seaside than the people who are requesting Seaside planning materials directly from our own marketing channels. So in 2018, just to put this in context, which by the way was a banner year, 2018 and 2019, both banner years as far as guide order stuff goes. Approximately 14,000 guide requests through April originated from state and regional DMO lead programs. In 2026, that figure is now at approximately 3,700. OCFA has long since discontinued its lead program entirely, and Travel Oregon's priorities have shifted over time. So they're very hot and cold. To drive that point home even more, today we got 800 plus. Is that right?
Yes,
Just from Travel Oregon.
just from Travel Oregon.
Whereas in the past, it's been like 100, 200. So they're doing some marketing around their new guide. So since they sent out direct emails about it, they're getting a ton of orders. And because we are one of the preferred partners, when someone signs up for the Travel Oregon one, there's an option that pops up below it saying, hey, would you like Seaside's guide? Would you like, Travel Pendleton's guide? Would you like all these things? And we're one of like 5, I think they offer. And so we tend to get a bunch of kind of tack on requests. And so Ken was like, what the heck is going on? When you open the leads, you just don't know they're coming. So it's just really hot and cold. Now, over the same period, direct guide requests generated through our own Seaside DMO marketing efforts has grown substantially. So in 2018, again, when there was 14,000 state regional DMO leads, Seaside's generated leads for only 2,800 year to date. In 2026, so this year, that figure is 6,500. So we've grown quite a bit. Those are very high intent leads. Thanks to that growth, overall direct mail fulfillment volume remains strong overall, with 10,180 guides mailed directly to potential visitors to Seaside for April this year. In the last decade, only the pre-pandemic years of 2018, 2019 exceeded that level for the reasons stated. So that shift reflects an evolution in strategy following the disruption of many traditional tourism distribution methods that existed pre-pandemic. And today, Seaside is in a better position with continuing healthy overall distribution levels and a strong direct audience relationship. These results also continue to demonstrate why we're still doing a print guide, whereas a lot of people aren't. Upcoming dates to note. I need to add one in here. May 24th will be our first Sunday open. So we were supposed to be open last Sunday, but there was a snafu. Part-timer didn't get the mess, so we weren't open. So this 24th will be our first Sunday open, 10 to 2. We'll be open 10 to 2 on Memorial Day. Like I said, Rose Festival Junior Parade is Saturday, May 30th. Greg will be in the office. Ken and Jen will be going to Junior Parade.
You're gonna be passing out leaders guides,
Yep. So
beach town now, maybe.
yeah, I don't know about the beach shelf, maybe. But we got a whole bunch of new stickers from Dawn as well that we'll be handing out. We will be part again of the what's it called, Ruth? Decoration station. Yeah, so we took that over from the Blazers 3 or 4 years ago now, and so it's a station where the kids can come get all their flair to go through the
They
parade.
get streamers and all kinds of fun things attached to their bikes and strollers and.
So that is
Fun.
Seaside branded in a
Yeah.
sense. It has a big Seaside sign on it, and there's our guides are there for the
Yeah.
parents and stickers.
So do you have a bunch of leftover shirts? You wanna get
We
rid of?
don't have any.
Overall,
But Ken and Jim will walk the parade route for the hour before the parade and Ken will do his thing and Jim's gonna get a bunch of video for us and they're gonna hand out stuff. And kind of make an impact that way. And then during the Rose Festival actual parade broadcast, we'll have a 60-second commercial. It'll be our shoots from the last advertising photo shoot was kind of animated for everybody, so it's a good 60-second taste of Seaside. The farmers market opens for the season on the 17th. And I got soccer on the sand on the 20th.
Okay, rolling the old business.
Yeah, okay, so I have some grant stuff. So. Let's first do a couple. Just tying up grants from last year, so the chamber had the track final report to do, which I'll put up on the screen for everyone in a minute, but before we get to that, let's look at the final report. Kind of just for your information for the tsunami skippers, they sent in the report, so.
Oh.
So there's not a ton of information there, but there's some good stuff.
did they attach Bravo or not?
Yeah, I brought it. I put it up. Oh,
Yeah.
Adrian, who's that? Oh,
How fast do you read?
That's the word.
So my call outs from the results is they had the most ever competitors, 157 this year. Last year was 142. They had 2 teams from Washington, 2 from Idaho, 1 from Montana. To my knowledge, everyone stayed in Seaside from the 23rd to the 26th of April, dined and shopped. Yeah, the fact that we were a 2-day tournament is why we can draw these teams in and create a longer. Feedback about that one. Okay. Look the track for it then. Stadium went up on it produced that.
It's a little art. Did I spell something wrong? Oh. That's hilarious.
See?
Okay, so this is the report for the trash receptacle art campaign completion.
Yes. Of course.
So, one exciting thing is that every can has been accounted for. So, before we started the project, the city had emptied all the garbage cans, of course, all the time. But they didn't actually know where they all were. They didn't have a map that accounted for them all. Public Works didn't. And so, Robin Montero, as she spearheaded this project, went around and identified every one of the cans. There are 116 cans that have the doors on them. Most of those are the city's doors. Then we had a couple of doors that were at Sunset Empire Parks and Rec that happened to be their cans, but they had the same kind of doors. And so we thought that they were the cities. Anyway, it turns out that they weren't. But Robin has mapped all of those cans and the ones that do not have the same doors, the ones that are just round and aggregates. Each of these, this is an interactive map, actually. Anybody can access them at any time through our website or through a QR code that is on every trash can that we have beautified. When you scan that, it comes to this interactive map and you can find the can that you're in front of or any of the other cans. And next slide, please. Thank you. Again, these QR codes are on each of the trash cans. Robin has each of the trash cans kind of separated out with the iconography based on their location. And so the ones in with the blue bike signs are the proms, and there's the carousel mall area and the Gilbert district area, et cetera. So when you scan that, when you scan the QR code on each can, it leads you to the art piece itself, which is what you're seeing on the left-hand side, and then also the artist and the name of the art piece. There is also an additional option now where you can upload selfies with your trash can, the trash can, all the trash cans. You can upload
And if you
selfies.
bring it on a Tuesday, you get a beach towel.
There you go.
What are the little brown house shaped things around the parking lot?
Roundhouse shape. That's probably the convention center parking lot. Their convention center cans.
Okay, so,
Like
okay,
she's just chosen
So,
different
okay,
icons for
got
different ones. Yeah.
Google has kind of a limited icon.
parking cans, got it.
Yeah. Okay, next. Please. Okay, so phase one, this was before we asked for any money for it, but phase one we completed on October 16th of 2025 with our 44 can installation. It was 40 pieces of art, with a few of those being diptychs and triptychs, and so a total of 44 cans for the initial installation. And the total cost of that was $5,605. And then next slide briefly. Oh, yes, ta-da, this was the first installation, a few of the pieces of the first installation.
Can't believe it's only been since October.
Right?
It's like you really get used to things and you're like, oh, it's always been that way.
Yeah. So phase two, we completed phase two on April 27th with an additional 71 can installation for a total of 115 out of the 116 cans identified that we can beautify. I think 3 of those were at Sunset Empire Parks and Rec. And then the one that has not been beautified is at Park on Franklin. Help me out, folks. I found you.
Oh, Cartwright?
Cartwright, thank you. There's one in Cartwright that is
You don't
not
like
beautified. What?
Like Cartwright Park?
We do, but it's going to have a very special installation
Oh,
of something that is significant to the tribe.
okay,
And so that is something that Robin is continuing to work on and will happen soon, who knows? And then so the cost of that, $7,636 for the 71 cans. And of course, TAC contributed $6,800 to that, so we appreciate that contribution. Does that help get it done? We did have a dedication, and so 20 of the 50 artists that featured joined us, which was great. Yeah, it was just the weather broke, which was great. We had sun that day, and it was fabulous. So I just gave a launch, and what you can't see is that Lou, who's featured on that leftmost garbage can, was also there. He's not one of the artists on the cans, but he is an artist on the can. Anyway, so he was there too, which was kind of fun to see him.
And Greg was there too, right?
And Greg was there. Greg is
Yes.
an artist
Yes.
on the cans. So yeah, yep. And so these are a few more images from the second installation. That's it. Thank you for your support.
Did you say there was a couple of cans that are owned by Sunset Park?
Yeah.
And so are you not able to do that?
We did those.
Okay.
Also.
they're okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we encourage everybody to look for Sasquatch. There's a can that has Sasquatch on it. It is packed away, so you have to explore the
What's
city.
his name, Waldo, wearing a striped shirt?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Sadie. Okay, so we have one grant application to review today. It's piled up right there for everyone in a hard copy, so if you don't have it, please grab it. But before we get into that, I did want to say, we actually have 6 pending grant applications at this point. 18,000 in the events grant, 9,600 in the arts grant. They've started, we don't have a complete application, so we can't review it yet. It represents the PBL tournaments. There's a woman from Northern California that submitted for a mural named Vital Art. She didn't have a location though, so I kind of told her the tag would require a location, you know, so we'll see if she comes back. The Jazz Festival, the disc golf course up on the hill, and Onward Adventures have all begun applications, but we don't have enough actually reviewed. The one we do have is the bridge tournament. I do appreciate the bridge tournament being very thorough and submitting a complete application right off the bat and doing it in a timely manner. So I will say that she's been great to work with. Asking for $3,000 support this event. I don't want to get in the middle of it too much, but my takeaway from it was that the event has a hospitality budget that is not meeting like the needs of their constituents or something, and so they're not getting things like enough meals and coffee and things like that, and so that's what they're hoping the grant would cover. Dates are September 28th through October 4th. Tournament was profitable in 2025, however, less profitable than in previous years, and these profits must help to cover District 20 expenses for the year.
Real quiet.
We've never received it
No,
before. No. How much do we have left?
We have 25,000 in both grants, 50,000.
This is the first
This is
time.
the very first
This
one.
is the first one.
But this is an event.
Right.
And you have 18,000 already in pending. And they haven't, no one's finished, you know, so I can't put it forth here.
Oh,
but-
18,000.
But yeah, if you add up the ones that have started and not finished it, you're already.
Well, I don't wanna talk bad about this event, cause I like the people coming here, and I think it's great for the town. And it's been coming here 60 years, so it's not a new event, like this, grant money was intended to be a startup to get them going. They're already going really well. And I know it looks like they took a $20,000 hit last year from what they normally do. But their budget this year shows a $20,000 profit. So I don't know if we need to fund a business that's doing well, it's probably not likely to go away. It's struggling. Although last year there could be a lot of reasons why they only made 12,000 instead of 33.
I think if there was an aim for growth, that might be something where I'd be more likely to be like, give them the 3,000, if they're advertising, if they're trying to get it out there, if they're trying to grow this thing by another 20% over the next 3 years, then That makes
Or,
sense.
or if there's something that's going away. If it's not gonna be here in the future anyway, that's something first, because. There probably aren't as many bridge players there used to be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
They're old. I
The
mean,
younger ones are playing D and D.
yeah, yeah. Now, if we had a D&D tournament that wanted to get going, that might be better, but they've been doing it 60 years and they're showing a $20,000 profit without our help.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of businesses that make a profit. That wouldn't come to us for help, and that's kind of what I look at this as.
I agree with you. Okay.
But, you know, that's not, I don't want to talk bad about it, it's a great event.
No,
and I
It's
want
also
people
a
to
great
come.
event. It's one of the tragedies of life is that two things can be true at once.
Yeah.
It can be not a great fit for this grant, but also be a great event.
Exactly, and they're showing a 20,000 profit in the projection, so. I know maybe they're worried because they took such a big drop last year. But they still made $12,000 last year. Is our $3,000 gonna make a difference one way or the other? I don't know.
But as you said, it has been an established event. Just reading through this, they're looking for assistance for lodging. And I'm not so sure that that is the direction we want to go anyway. I mean, I feel like we're starting up new events. We don't always fund that part of it anyway. I mean, I would rather see it like what we saw with the jump rope thing, where it was more put into the actual event than that part of it, I guess, for me.
It's perks for the people to come down here because the motels are expensive, is that they're saying?
Well, I mean, they just asked, they're saying that was our thing, but again. I feel like, we have other events that seem to be able to manage that. Base it on just that.
You know what the hotel credits are listed in their income?
There's over $5,000 of hotel credits for this.
So that's people,
Discounts.
and that's what I'm saying, because like I offer per bridge, a discount, so I'm like, so now, not only am I gonna give you the discount, but we're gonna help pay for it.
Yeah.
But they're showing that as income.
Yeah.
So how is it
It's
discounted?
probably in kind.
But that-
Cause like so like for me,
Show
so it's like,
Are they getting the rooms and then charging the people more for them? How's it shows income then?
cause like for me, it's a buy one, get one, so you stay the first night, you pay, and the second night's free or vice versa.
Yeah, but they're showing it as an income on their balance sheet.
So that
It's not
free,
money in their pocket.
no,
Yeah, unless it's against the director hotel expense.
Maybe. It would be that much higher.
I don't know. Good question.
They're probably using that for looks like flying like tournament referees and stuff.
right.
Yeah, looks like a director,
Yes, yeah.
director hotel, director per diem, director transportation.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's kind of like the same thing we have with for dancing. Some of the other ones that have been around a long time still have.
There's
They
also
get paid.
companies, like we've been approached for volleyball by a company that wants to sell packages. And basically they buy the hotel rooms and then sell them to the participants.
Mhm.
And then ultimately give us a kickback, but they're taking a portion too.
Mm.
And so, I mean, I don't know that that's what's happening right now, but it is potential they could be working with. It's unlikely from the side of the event, but you don't know.
Oh, and that would be the kickback. Oh.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
shooting
never
out
thought
an
of that.
idea.
Yeah, right. It is weird. I was confused too while they were showing it on there
Right.
as
Right.
figure it out today, or can we wait to see?
And if,
When
I
we-
think we should probably give them an answer. Especially.
Yeah, I mean, you can decide not to do it, or you can decide to wait on it with feedback to them about certain questions you have, or you could say, I'm waiting to see what else comes in. I don't know, but it's kind of up to you guys at the building body.
When is the deadline in for all the,
December 4th.
oh, and their tournaments in October?
I doubt they'll be fine with that long.
Yeah,
Events, it could be, there was last year, actually.
It's also not going to a local organization.
But again, bridge is usually, this bridge tournament out in October is usually a week, so that is a lot of people they bring, you know, so.
and I always, we are busier, I mean, it does bring people in, I'm always a little
Right,
surprised.
so that, yeah,
Yeah,
but I know it does help a lot of the restaurants, I won't lie about that.
and
They'll
in
see-
the mall, they come into the mall, they help some of my, not the arcade, but, they help like the leather store. It's a different, no, they're not doing laser tag. But that's okay, but you know what, they're helping other stores that aren't as busy,
Right.
families don't.
The families don't visit a lot.
Yeah, they're buying like the leather goods, the leather store and sweatshirt.
They probably pack pig though. too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But I see that there's a recommendation from Clean Pancake.
Yeah, and chalkboard, I.
Oh, yeah, for all the restaurants.
I wasn't gonna mention that.
Between, I mean,
Yeah, they do.
between the hours of.
I guess I must recuse
And
myself.
five, yeah, the restaurant.
It's an interesting point though, because it actually brings up one of the bigger issues they're having is the lack of coffee. But, and my mind immediately says, well, maybe they could strike a deal with local business to get coffee.
I
However,
wonder why.
there is a
Yeah.
contract about
Yeah.
that.
Well, there's-
Yeah.
So I guess they don't really wanna pay for the coffee.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they want their hospitality.
Nobody wants to pay for anything, but.
Yeah. I pay for a lot of coffee.
I like coffee because you get free refills usually. The best bang for your buck.
So I'm hearing no or wait, so. Do you guys wanna?
I think I guess that if they were asking for, if they were saying, like Keith was saying, like, this might not happen if we can't get this, right? It's not like coffee is a requirement for playing bridge, although I probably would have to.
It might be.
For sitting in, yeah, maybe so, but.
Strong.
Maybe something stronger.
Irish.
But if they said, you know, we could use the fees to subsidize the fee for the convention center, otherwise we have to look for a less expensive venue. And be like, okay, well, this absolutely, we wanna keep them here, they need that fee for the convention center, okay. But not for pay, not for paying for usables,
But even-
consumables.
But even in that situation. The fee from the convention center. That business is run through the same bed tax that's paying for this,
Mm.
so it's almost like.
It's like,
Maybe the convention center, they could negotiate, or
Right.
try to negotiate a lower fee instead of taking some of our grant funding. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? If that's important to the city.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess just the funds used for something like that, where it was infrastructure or.
Yeah.
Improving the event by trying to get more people to come,
Right.
or, you know, putting more heads in beds. But that's not entirely what it's for, people are not going to not come to the bridge tournament because the coffee is. Not available all day.
So it's 10,400 for the convention center. Facility expense.
I mean, they're there for a lot of days.
Yeah, I guess that's it. And then the hospitality is to the convenience section of the food and drink.
Local unit at 35 cents per table. Yeah. What's that? Right now, they're only spending $400 on advertising. us do anything, but I'm just, I don't know, I guess, I am a fan of the attendees coming, especially for that time, but, I just don't know that that $3,000 is, going to pay off for additional visitors to Seaside.
Very first meeting I went to, looking, I guess saw a whole bunch of people because I didn't want to fund, all the basketball.
Yeah, PBO. You didn't want to.
Because they're making money. So I feel the same way about this, they're making money, they need our money.
I just don't feel like this is.
So, yeah, I've been pissing off people for years.
So, down my, to be honest, that's why.
Right.
What?
I've been pissing off people for
They've
years.
been in place a long time, I mean, join that club, guarantee them. I think there's a budget that could be reviewed. We need to help with some money.
Pissing people off since.
Does anyone disagree with that?
I don't know why they can't even budget enough for lunch to go, you know, they should know how many people are there, you know.
Like it's
and
right
how much the lunch costs.
Well, and also like to pay into the tournament. Okay, so I actually didn't see how many people it was, but to pay into the tournament, they're saying lunch is included with the tournament.
I mean, yeah, they could make that
I know,
part of it.
I just feel.
I know why.
Well, like I said, I think it's a great event. PBL is a great event, but I think they're doing well enough that they don't need our help.
Right.
Okay. Do you not have any updates on the north side? Yeah. I probably don't even need to keep it on here. I mean, we could if you want to monitor it, but it's for next fiscal year. So.
I did see that they installed the fire sign.
I did
They
see that,
installed
yeah.
that again.
Yeah, because when I'm going home, it covers up our sign,
Yeah, it does.
so.
I noticed. Yeah.
Okay, one last.
Just kidding.
thing.
I know.
Just kidding. This is just a discussion. So at the Oregon Governors Conference on Tourism, our partners that we use for leads and our email platform, they did a new promotion, or I guess I would call it, where they're doing a new thing where they're basically making these posters. They're trying to kind of work with DMOs to like sell these posters. And they're pretty cool posters. I'll show it to you. It's hard for us because what they're set up to do is to be a source of revenue for the DMO. So like I could see it being popular for like certain chambers that run welcome centers or things like that, because they have these artists who make these posters and then you can order them on demand. For us, that doesn't really work. We don't sell things or really
Right.
want to be in the business of
Just
selling
selling
things. However, because we work with them on the email platform and we work with them on the lead processing, they use Seaside for a bunch of their spec work. And so it's worth seeing. I mean, they're pretty cool. We actually got a bunch of their posters they sent over to us. But I just want to open up a discussion just in case you see a place where this could fit in Seaside. So, okay, so this Seaside poster, obviously it's a little glamorized version of what Seaside.
Yeah, there's steps.
Not quite right, but you know, this is again spec work.
Where'd you do this? There we go.
It was carousel mall one.
Oh, that's cute.
It is cute. It reminds me of like 1980s posters or something like
Wow,
that.
I would love the aquarium to be there. It'd be like.
What's the $115 option?
Well, so yeah, so
Yeah.
the it's a sizing thing,
Um,
and so
uh,
pick your size and they get pretty large. They're really nice work. It's just I don't know how to make this work in our visitor center, other than we could buy some and like give them out, but they're not priced for that really, and
Pretty spendy.
Yeah,
You don't sell anything here?
we don't sell anything
Yeah.
now.
You're not set up for that?
No, nor do we want to be.
Yeah.
I get that,
Don't
yeah,
think that you would want to.
I mean, you should see the look on people's faces when they walk up. And they're like, how much for this? We're like, oh, so everything's free then. What? And then they go back and grab 16 more things, you know?
When we do the beach discovery program, it's like, they were afraid to go out on the beach because they don't want to pay anything. No, it's free. And you're just, what do you mean? What's the catch?
We're extremely lucky to be in a position of working with, well, not only being a city department, but working with Travel Oregon to subsidize the stuff we have that we can operate. Everything for free. I don't want to really change that.
Right.
But this is still,
cool.
this is a cool thing, and so I just thought I would throw it out there in case anyone here had any ideas or wanted to stew about how we might do it. One thing that did occur to me as a possibility is that we could work, not do spec work, but work with their artists to produce a cover of like our magazine in a future year, and then we could have posters that people could get
Right.
of it. A variation on that, it's a possibility. But yeah, I don't know, it was just kind of a fun thing, and it was just cool to see all the Seaside stuff that just came of their own sort of love for the Seaside. Open now for discussion, but if no one has anything either, that's fair.
I'm definitely the wrong person to ask, because I wouldn't be a purchaser of that stuff.
What if that was on a garbage can?
I mean,
Well, that's where my mind is going.
for the 34 by 40 or whatever, yeah, I mean.
Really big garbage.
Yeah.
Dumpster.
Yeah. Well,
Well, feel free to call me or email me, or if something pops in. I'll continue.
I like them. I wanna buy them. I wanna get them and sell them.
They're
They're cool.
They're cool.
I love.
So you
every
could,
one of them.
yeah, if you wanted to buy them, you could resell them.
$20, yeah.
Yeah.
The carousel, like, yeah.
Well, that was my question to them too, is like, could we get a wholesale price? That like, what is the wholesale price to get these? You know, I haven't got that answer yet, so sure.
And not the carousel, but the Seaside, the prom
Right,
ones
the
and
prom
everything,
ones.
that could be something that's, you know, like you can mix up with your towels to hand out on Tuesdays.
Posters.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're cool. Again, it's just the price point.
Right.
Yeah, they're spendy though.
Yeah. I mean, that's more like, I think will be more like for a shop downtown.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, and that's kind of also why I wanted to bring it up in case, like, well, maybe
Not
should I put shop owners in touch with these guys if they want to sell these? I don't know. It's not sure. I always love the TWA posters from like, you know,
Yeah.
the 60s and stuff, and like I think doing something like that would be kind of cool, like a TWA. You know, but
What's TWA?
remember that airline?
Oh, okay, I thought it stood for something.
They're all like.
I know, I know what the airline was, I thought it might.
They for a long time produced these amazing travel posters. And they're just,
Yeah.
I have the.
Like with the airplane.
Right,
with the-
right, I just
Yeah.
thought that,
Style,
I
like,
thought that might have been
Yeah.
mean something else.
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
airline.
I have the San Francisco one. This,
Yeah,
this one right here.
Yep.
I just love this old style. I think I'm doing like a retro style, but with a specifically modern, you know, Seaside with things that can be identified nowadays, but just in this style would be really kind of cool, especially if there was a poster component.
any idea what happened to that company that did the posters that they were drawn, they were maps? They were drawn, they had advertisements on them. There's one at Baker's store still that they have on.
Map of Seaside with
Yeah,
things on
yeah,
it.
that,
oh, yeah. I forgot
I
about
might
that.
have one or two.
We have a framed one.
Wonder
have a
what
framed
that
one
company
in
though.
the visitor center.
Puzzle, right? It's a puzzle.
That one's a puzzle?
Well, there were some that were puzzles too.
So, yeah, but yeah, I know you mentioned it, I remember that.
We get pitched
But they
on it
got
from
one.
time to time. I mean, I think maybe 5 years ago or something, we got pitched on it. And I brought it in here and you guys were like, yeah.
really?
Newport's interested one for that.
Oh.
Josh, will you email me the link to this if I could buy direct? 'Cause I don't wanna buy a bunch, but I think it'd be kind of fun to
I'll send out,
frame them all the same and
Right.
hang them in the mall and some of my,
Yeah.
you know, as artwork
I'll send out,
around all this different stuff around Seaside, yeah. I got some bare walls that could, and I got some ones.
yeah, I'll definitely send that out. And then I'll reach out to Jason who runs that company and just give him heads up, like, if there's a.
Yeah.
If it's possible to get, again, like wholesaling price.
Yeah, I could see, think about.
Cause I could see that.
It'd be interesting to see like what their vision is, like who is selling this, they've clearly had success elsewhere.
No, it's just started.
Oh, they haven't done. it
Yeah,
before.
and they were hoping that Seaside would be one of their first things, but again, we're just not set up for it from the DMO side, really. And they're really set up to be a revenue source within like a chamber home center. type of thing.
Yeah. I feel like you said, people walk in and don't expect to buy something at the visitor center.
Although almost every week from through the wall, I hear, how much are these postcards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like
How large
a
is
lot.
that?
How much are the postcards? How much are the postcards?
Yeah.
What we need from a DMO or attraction or lodging property,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, I think that local fish shops that sell posters and it's good to be this actually. Expect to see it.
These are just, again, these are just spec work, like, they have them for sale, but they will custom make you something if you want, they have art, a whole group of artists. They'll work with it. I think this woman who did this one is Ukrainian. I can't remember this guy's from overseas, so definitely never seen Seaside.
Is it just like on Fiverr?
If the,
No, he's, the guy who runs this really interesting guy, and he came out of the art world before he got into tourism, and so it's through his contacts.
if the sun sets there, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it's not a sunset, it's the atomic blast.
It could be the blast, yeah. The next day, there's more of them up.
Nice.
Okay, well, just let me know, Allison.
Okay. Any comment?
Yeah, one, and I don't know if you guys are aware of it, seal cutters, they're exploding right now, so. You might be getting calls about baby seals on the beach, that's what I've been getting.
We're not talking like Florence type exploding.
No,
We're
not,
talking-
not, not that,
Yeah.
the population.
Yes, they,
exploding,
okay, yeah, thank you.
Not little seals
Yeah.
popping in the air, no, it's, so you'll be getting calls on seal pops. Leave them alone, let us know.
You guys go out and set up cones.
It's signs that aren't real obvious, no big orange flashing lights, just things that people may not see when they're going by.
Public comment, no comment. All right, call this meeting adjourned at 3:06. That a record? It's not a record. Close. Pretty close.